Hi boys and girls and mums and dads, my name's Claire from Charlie Boots. Today I'm so excited to get started on our macrame workshop. Let's go! Okay guys, let's get started. So the first thing that I want to show you is called a lark's head knot. So as you can see here, I've got two pieces of cord, and what we're going to do is we're just going to fold them in half like this. There's one and two. So then what you're going to do, the lark's head knot, we're going to get a piece of dowel, and yours may look slightly different, and you're just going to place it over the top like this, and then you're going to thread the cord through the middle. And we're going to do that with both of them. So how easy was that? You've already learnt your first knot. Now what we're going to do, now that we've done our first knot, is we're going to start off with a really simple knot. It's called a square knot, and it's one of the basics that we use in a lot of macrame. So you can see here that we have 4 different cords. Now you're going to take the cord on the left hand side and you're going to place it over the top of the middle two, but you want to place it underneath the end one. So over the top of the middle two, but underneath the right cord. Then what you want to do is grab your right cord and put that underneath the middle two, like that. You've created a knot. And we're just going to pull it up to the top there, like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do it, but we're going to swap sides. So we're going to take the right hand cord, place it over the middle two, but underneath the left hand cord. And then we're going to take the end of this cord and pop it through this hole. I'm going to pull that all the way up. Just make sure it doesn't get twisted. Now we're back to this side. So over the middle two, back underneath the end, and there it goes. Back to the right hand side, over the middle two. Go. So you can keep practicing. The other thing that I also wanted to show you is how you can actually add a bead to your design. So what we can do here, you can see we've got our 4 cords and I've got my bead. Now we're going to get the middle 2 cords and we're actually going to thread this through the hole in the bead. Sometimes it can be a little tricky. All the tip here is it does get stuck with a little bit of sticky tape on the end of the cord, and that makes it easier to pop through. This one looks like it's going to come through okay. You need to get the other one through. Alright, there we go. We've got both ends through. Now what we're going to do is slide the bead up to the top, and then we're just going to continue with our square knot. So remember, over the top, underneath, and then we're going to go back to the right hand side, over the top, underneath, there you go guys, a really simple, easy first macrame knot that you've learned. Congratulations, let's go on to the next one. So as you can see, I've already tied my 2 lark's head knots, and what we're going to do now is what's called a spiral knot. The wonderful thing about this is we've just learnt the square knot, and this one is so similar, but instead of going from the left side to the right side, we're just going to stick to the one side, and what you're going to see is how the knot starts to spin. So we're going to pick the left side. So like we did before, we're going to go over the top of the middle two and under the right. And so remember, with the square knot, what we did is we would then start on the right side. We're not going to do this time. We're going to go again from the left side. So over the top and underneath. And again, remember, from the left side. So over the top, underneath. And so what you can see here is it's starting to spin. But let's keep going. It can get a little bit tricky as the cord starts to spin, so you can just pull it back and it's going to do a full flip. So just remember the technique: over the top, underneath. And you can see here now we're starting to get a wonderful turn. You see that? It might be a little tricky to see. See? Lovely. Now the next knot I'm going to show you is again using our wonderful square knot, and this technique can be used for so many different designs. So again, using your square knot, what we're going to do with the 4 cords on the left hand side is I'm going to do a square knot as we have been taught. So over the top of the middle two, and we're going to go underneath. But what I'm going to do, pull that through a little bit differently here, is I'm not going to go all the way to the top. I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap. See? And then we're going to finish it off by repeating it on the right hand side. So cord over the top, underneath. Like that. Then I'm going to repeat that exact same technique, but on this side. So again, left one over the top of the middle two, but underneath the right. We're going to pull this up to about the same, straighten those ones out, about the same spot as the other ones so that they're even. And then we're going to repeat, but on the right hand side. So over the top of the middle two, underneath the left. Okay. So you can see here that we have our 2 knots. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tie them together. So I'm going to take the 4 middle pieces. So we can push the 2 outer cords aside, and we're going to use that same technique but on the middle. So we're going to combine them. So left one's over the top, underneath. I'm going to leave about the same distance from this knot to the top as to the second knot to these ones here. And then we'll repeat on the other side. So over the top and underneath. the knot we're creating. The great thing is you can add more cords on the side here, and we can continue with these cords that we have to create a wonderful pattern going down. But this technique can be used across so many different wall hangings. You can use this technique in doing wish catchers. But let's keep going and see how it looks. I just want to make sure that they're at the same height. And again, now that we've done each side, what we're going to do is remove the outer four, and we're going to knot again in the middle. And there we have it. Well done, guys. The next technique we're gonna learn is actually one of my favorites. It's super simple, and you've probably done this before with your hair or a friend's hair, or you might have done this at school. So this is actually called a macrame braid. So what you can see here is I've got 3 pieces of rope, cord doubled over, and simply we're going to braid it. So what you need to do is you need to get the left, which is going to go over the middle cord, and then we're going to take the right cord, and that's going to go over the top like this. And then we're going to take the cord on the left, and again it's going to go over the middle cord, and then the cord on the right. Now, important part about when you're doing the braid is just to make sure that the cord stays flat. It often wants to twist around, but if we keep it flat at the end, it just makes the result even better. So let's keep going. And this is so good for things like bookmarks and bracelets. And it's such a simple technique. And there we go. How easy was that? Well done, guys. Okay, so this is the final knot that we're going to learn in this introductory series. So this one's actually called a double half hitch knot. So it's a little bit different to the square knot that we've learned, and different from the braid as well. And I'd probably say it's a little bit more complicated, but it's a great one to learn that you can use in lots of different activities. So you can see here I've got 3 pieces of cord doubled over, And what we're going to do is we're going to take the cord on the very end, on the left hand side, and we're going to place it over the top of the cord next to it and go through the hole there and make a knot. And we're going to do that twice. So over the top. So once we've done that twice, and that's nice and tight, we're actually going to take this second cord, and this is called our lead cord. So we're going to take the third cord in the series, and it's actually going to go over the top. And again, we're going to do that twice. Over the top. Now again, we're going to take the next cord. I'm just going to pass that under. We're going to go over the top. Top, through, and over the top. So you can see here we've started to create this nice pattern. It's gone along our cords. So guys, how did you go on this knot? This is definitely our most difficult one that we've learnt so far. Double half hitch knot. Now, we've learnt a number of different techniques in this video, and what we're actually going to do next time is we're going to learn how to use these techniques into making something wonderful. So we've got a number of different things. We're going to make a wish catcher, and we're also going to make a keychain. So stay tuned and definitely come back for the next video. Thanks guys.